Understanding local property markets at the postcode level is crucial, whether you're planning to invest or move into a new area. That is why we've put together these insights on specific postcodes in Nottingham for lettings to help you gain a deeper understanding of the local market.
Absolutely, Phil, thanks. Nottingham offers fantastic opportunities for both landlords seeking to invest in the area and renters looking for a vibrant place to live in well-maintained rental properties.
So stay tuned for local lettings insights brought to you by Adam Kingswood from Kingswood Residential. They are a Property Mark accredited agent and your go-to source for updates on renting in Nottingham.
There's strong tenant demand here in Nottingham, whether it's city centre flats, suburban homes or anything in between. Properties are letting well. For landlords, there are great opportunities if you're offering what tenants are looking for. And for renters, Nottingham continues to deliver a brilliant balance of value, location and lifestyle. Over the past 12 months, the average rent achieved here was £901 per calendar month. That's a modest 0.3% rise on the year before, showing some stability in the market. But asking rents for properties currently available to let are a bit higher at £998 per month. And that's actually 4.8% lower than 6 months ago and down 14.7% compared to this time last year. The reason for this drop could be the increasing number of different property sizes being listed and a slight easing in the market. It's still competitive, just not quite as intense as it was a year ago. Right now, there are around 3,255 rental properties available in Nottingham, which is a sharp 40% drop from a year ago. And more than half of the current listings, 53.1%, are flats. Those available homes aren't staying empty for long either, as the average void period between tenancies is just 17 days. That's 17.5% shorter than it was a year ago, which shows how quickly properties are being snapped up. If we take a look at the rental prices of different property types, Nottingham's rent levels sit fairly close to the East Midlands average. Detached homes, which are relatively rare in the city, rent for £1,056 a month. That's just under the regional average of £1,171. A semi-detached comes in at £959 here, again, slightly below the East Midlands average of £1,000. But when it comes to smaller homes, Nottingham carries a slight premium. Terraced houses average £929 per month compared to £905 regionally. And flats, which make up the biggest share of the city's rental market, average £875, significantly above the East Midlands average of £708. Demand is being driven by a younger market too. The majority of tenants in the city are under 30, and naturally they tend to choose smaller properties. At the start of 2025, there were 6,872 rental homes available in Nottingham, but by December, that number had fallen to just 3,364. Now, a big part of this drop is down to landlords choosing to sell up in response to tighter regulations and higher taxes in the buy-to-let sector. Looking ahead, 2026 is going to be a big year for change. The Renters Reform Act is now law, with most measures coming into effect in May. It includes the abolition of Section 21 no-fault evictions, new rules on rent increases, and stricter property standards to protect tenants. These are major changes, but there's no need to panic if you are a landlord. Stay informed, stay compliant, and you'll be in good shape. There's also a big push coming around energy efficiency. From 2028 and 2030, rental properties will need to meet a minimum C rating on their energy performance certificate. That's going to bring extra costs for some landlords, so we recommend planning for it now. These updates are all aimed at improving standards for renters, but we know they also place financial pressure on landlords. If you're unsure how the changes might affect you, get in touch. We're here to help you plan ahead and stay on the right side of the rules. Meanwhile, the city itself is changing fast. The Broad Marsh regeneration project in the city centre will bring around 1,000 new homes, as well as green spaces, shops and places to eat. It's already making the area more attractive for renters, and we expect demand to keep growing. Another hotspot is Southside, close to Nottingham Station. There's lots of new development happening here too, with new homes, student accommodation and more. So areas like the Lace Market, Sneinton and the NG1 and NG2 border are definitely ones to watch. Further out, smaller developments in areas like Mapley and Carlton are quietly adding to the rental stock, including new build flats, housing association homes and shared ownership schemes. These give renters more choice and landlords more opportunities. And of course, lifestyle still plays a huge part in why people move here. Now that students are back after the Christmas break and professionals are returning to work, Nottingham is buzzing again. NG1 and NG7 are known for their cafe culture, bars, galleries and markets, which are always a big draw for creatives and young professionals. Further out in NG3, NG4 and NG5, things get a bit more residential with good schools, parks and a more family-friendly feel. Green space is another reason people stay. Colwick Country Park, the Riverside near the Trent, and neighbourhood parks in places like Sherwood, Arnold and Bestwood give renters a real quality of life. So whether you're a tenant looking for your next place or a landlord wanting to make the most of your property, contact Kingswood. We know the Nottingham market inside out, and we're here to help you take the next steps with confidence. Thanks for watching.
You'll find Kingswood Residential at 1 East Circus Street, Nottingham, NG1 5AF, and from that office, they let properties all over Nottingham. You can get hold of them by emailing inquiries at kingswoodrim.co.uk, call them on 0115 704 3163, or check out their website, kingswoodrim.co.uk.